Hi everyone, Marco here. Listen calmly and stay with the story. You do not need to translate or stop to think about grammar. The language is simple, visual, and connected, so you can understand it naturally as it unfolds. Today, you are spending a quiet afternoon with me, watching small, everyday actions turn into something meaningful. You will see old jeans become a useful bag and simple glass jars turn into soft lanterns. As I work with my hands, you follow the process, the space, and the rhythm of the moment. When the story ends, you will realize that you understood everything without translating, and that feeling of clarity and confidence is something to be proud of. I'm in my apartment on a quiet afternoon. The light is coming through the window in a soft, warm way, and the room feels peaceful. Outside, I can hear distant traffic and a few voices from the street, but inside everything feels slow and calm. I'm standing near the table, looking at a pile of old objects that I have collected during the week. Nothing here looks special at first. Old jeans, empty glass jars, a wooden box with broken corners. But today, I'm not seeing trash. I'm seeing possibilities. I have always liked the idea of giving things a second life. When something looks old, worn, or useless, most people throw it away without thinking. But I'm learning to stop and look again. Sometimes an object only needs time, attention, and a different idea to become something new. I start with the old jeans. They are faded blue, soft, and a little rough in some areas. The fabric feels strong, even after years of use. I sit at the table and place them flat in front of me. I smooth them with my hands and look at their shape. I remember wearing them years ago, walking through the city, sitting in cafes, living small moments of my life inside this fabric. Now I am going to change their story. Change. I take my scissors and begin cutting the legs slowly. The sound is steady and calm. I am not rushing. I want every cut to be clean. The fabric falls to the side, and the jeans start to look different already. I pause for a moment and imagine the final shape. In my mind, I could already see a simple tote bag. I turn the jeans inside out and start sewing the bottom. I am working carefully, stitch by stitch. My hands are moving slowly and my attention is fully on the thread. I am breathing calmly. Outside, a car passes and someone laughs in the street, but inside my focus is quiet and deep. When I finish sewing, I turn the jeans back to the right side. The shape is clear now. It is a bag, a real bag. The pockets are still there, and they feel familiar and useful. I smile without thinking. There is something deeply satisfying about creating something new with your own hands. I cut 2 long strips from the extra fabric and use them as handles. While I am sewing them, I test their strength. I pull them gently and imagine carrying books, food, or groceries in this bag. It feels strong, it feels real, it feels useful. When I finish, I hold the bag in front of me. I'm proud of it, but not in a loud way. It is a quiet pride, calm and warm. This bag was once something forgotten on a closet. Now it has a new purpose, a new future. I place the bag on the chair and look around the room again. My eyes stop on a few empty glass jars on a shelf. They are simple jars from food I used weeks ago. Normally, I would throw them away, but today I see them differently. I walk to the shelf and take one jar in my hands. The glass feels cool and smooth. Light passes through it and creates soft reflections on the wall. I imagine turning it into a small lantern. I imagine warm light inside it, glowing softly in the evening. I clean the jar carefully and remove the label. Then I take a piece of thin wire and start shaping a simple handle. I am not trying to make it perfect. I want it to feel handmade, natural, human. When I place a small candle inside the jar and lift it, the light begins to dance on the glass. The room changes instantly. The shadows become softer. The space feels warmer. I think about the future. Tonight, I will probably place these lanterns near the window. Tomorrow, maybe I will make more. Maybe I will use them on the balcony. Maybe I will give one to a friend. Small objects can create small changes, and small changes can change how a place feels. Later, I find an old wooden box in a corner of the room. One side is broken, and the surface is rough. In the past, I would have thrown it away without thinking. Now I look at it with curiosity. I imagine sand in it, paint in it, turning it into a small plant box or a storage space for books. I touch the wood and feel its texture. It is dry, warm, and strong. This box has history. It has been moved, used, forgotten, and kept. I know that with time, I will transform it too. Not today, but soon. As the afternoon moves forward, the light in the room changes. The sun is lower now, and the shadows are longer. My space feels different than it did this morning. Not because the furniture changed, but because the meaning of things changed. I sit on the chair and look at the tote bag, the glass lantern, and the old objects waiting for their turn. I feel calm. I feel focused. I feel creative. I realize that upcycling is not only about objects. It is also about attention. It is about how we look at the world. We live in a fast culture. We buy, we use, we throw away. We replace things without thinking. But when I slow down, I see value where I did not see it before. I see stories in objects. I see future uses in old forms. I see beauty in simple materials. I think about how this habit will change my life in small ways. I will waste less. I will create more. I will look more carefully. I will feel more connected to my space. My home will not just be a place where I live. It will become a place where I create. In the future, I will probably keep exploring this. I will transform clothes, jars, boxes, and furniture. I will make mistakes. Some projects will fail, others will succeed. But every object will teach me something. As the evening arrives, I turn on the small lantern. The light is soft and warm. The shadows move gently on the walls. I take the tote bag and hang it near the door. It looks simple, but meaningful. I take a deep breath and look around my home. Nothing feels wasted. Nothing feels useless. Everything feels alive again in a new way. And I understand something important. When we change how we see things, we change what those things become. At the end of the afternoon, I looked around the room and felt calm and satisfied. I had taken old objects that were no longer useful and given them a new purpose with simple actions and patience. The jeans were no longer forgotten in a drawer. They had become a strong, practical bag. The glass jars, once empty, were now softly glowing lanterns that changed the atmosphere of the space. While I was working, time passed quietly. The sounds, the textures, and the small decisions guided the process. Nothing felt rushed or complicated. It was not only about creating something new, but about slowing down and paying attention. In that moment, I realized that simple work, done with care, can transform both objects and the way we experience our surroundings. Repeat with me. I am turning old jeans into something useful. I am turning old jeans into something useful. I am cutting slowly and watching carefully. I am cutting slowly and watching carefully. The fabric is becoming a strong bag. The fabric is becoming a strong bag. I am working calmly with my hands. I am working calmly with my hands. The glass jars are changing their purpose. The glass jars are changing their purpose. Light is filling the room softly. Light is filling the room softly. I am enjoying the quiet creative process. I am enjoying the quiet creative process. Simple actions are creating something meaningful. Simple actions are creating something meaningful. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this story. If you understood it without translating every word, take a moment to feel proud of that progress. This kind of calm listening helps your English grow naturally, step by step, just like the process you experienced today. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the channel so you can keep practicing with new real-time stories. You can also leave a comment and tell me, what everyday object would you like to transform or reuse? Your ideas help this channel grow and inspire future stories. I will see you in the next video.